I'm talking to a pro-life legislator in his office. The guy's like, no, actually, I think I'm with you. I'm an abolitionist. Okay, so here's a bill to abolish abortion as murder. Since you're with me, you can file that, and we will lobby people to support it. Well, say you had a daughter, right? And she was like with a black guy. What did you just say? I get on Facebook and I'm like, hey, tomorrow, the Southern Baptist Convention in Oklahoma, they're going to lobby against the bill to abolish abortion. And all these like pastors and stuff are like, okay, you're a lunatic. We're Southern Baptist. We're the most pro-life organization on the planet. Pay attention. Next day, president of the Oklahoma Baptist General Convention coming out against the bill to abolish abortion. What we have in this country is actually special murder rights from others.
The criminal code even has to carve out an exception because without that exception, it meets the definition of murder.
Someone can take tons of meth and it kills their baby and they're in trouble. But if that same person said, well, before I take this meth, I'm going to go get an abortion, they're not in trouble. Pro-life movement, after 50 years of fighting abortion and trying to be super PC, has built up this idea that women are victims of abortion. And there's a sense in which that's true in the same way that you could say a pedophile is a victim of pedophilia. But does that mean that we don't punish pedophiles? If you say something like abortion is wrong because it causes pain, and that's the increment you get, and then you're like, well, I'm going to go back and get another increment. You go back the next year and you're like, abortion is wrong because it stops a beating heart. They're like, wait a second, you said it was wrong because it's pain. Mm-hmm. Well, now you changed it. And that bill is not going to help anyone. And lo and behold, guess what? You put that rape exception in there and anyone can get an abortion. They just got to say they've been raped. He took an abolition bill and a pro-life bill that had both been filed, and he put the Bible down on the desk between them, and he said, I'm going to read this one and I'm going to read this one. And whichever one's biblical, I'm going to go with that one. And the pro-life bill fell to the side. This other side thinks they're really smart because they've been running around saying stupid things like my body, my choice. And for 30, 40 years, people go, oh, I don't know how to answer that. No one was pushing back with just a simple fact. So these people actually have lived their lives thinking that they're saying smart stuff.
Mm-hmm. If anyone's watching and they think that someone should have the right to kill someone because they're in a different location, then the unsubscribe button is somewhere in this location. So feel free to go and tap that.
I wasn't going to be like, so what do you think about abortion? I was going to be like, hey, do you know any good arguments for abortion? I'm like on 9 years and I haven't heard one yet. Do you have one?
Let's play a game. I will give you the pro-abortion arguments I know, and you give me one that I haven't brought up yet.
Or you get someone and they're so intellectually honest. I got one guy and he's kind of like, yeah, Hitler kind of ruined it. I'm like, well, excuse me? It's like, for eugenics. Like, eugenics is good. It was a really good thing, but Hitler kind of ruined it. I'm just like, okay. They argued for all this like hardcore eugenic stuff.
Wow.
Like racial cleansing, saying something about we shouldn't kill Down syndrome people, but if we could eradicate them from the population,